Good morning children. So today we are going to be discuss the lesson number 9 about the times of emergency. So times of emergency, in this lesson we are going to be read about suddenly if natural disasters will be happen, by the time how we have to prepare ourselves and how we have to help to the victims, and what are the reasons for this all kind of damages, and why it is happening on the nature. So these all the things we'll discuss in this lesson about the times of emergency. Okay, so everyone open textbook page number 137. So we often hear about the events nowadays. So many damages are caused because of the earthquakes, because of the tsunami, because of the floods, isn't it? And because of the landslides. So these are all, and recently also we are hearing regarding the over floods. These all will be related to the natural disasters. Okay, so these all the natural calamities and disasters. What are those? Earthquakes, tsunamis, cyclones, floods. These are all will be known as an natural disasters. So natural calamities, these will be have the adverse effect on our lives as well as on our property also, isn't it? See, because of the overfloods, what will be happen? Our houses will be get damaged, and the agriculture fields will be get damaged, animals, cattle, everything will be get the damage. So because of the natural disasters, so not only to the life of the people, to the property of the people also will get the damage. So some people become handicapped for a lifetime, and dams and roads, these are all will be damaged, and many people are becoming the homeless, and services like electricity, transportation, water supply, this all will be get disturbed, isn't it? See, for example, 1 month ago in Texas, isn't it? In America, what happened? Because of the more snowfall, almost more than 1 week. 1 week they didn't have the electricity, and they felt a very difficult life, isn't it? So this will be comes under the natural disasters itself only. And not only that, we also see people coming together to help each other in this during this situation. As we are the humans, we have to share the humanity to the people who are facing these problems. Okay, and that is it is the one of the time for us to show our humanity and kindness towards the victim. And now one by one we'll discuss about what are the natural disasters. The first thing is about the earthquakes. So an earthquake is the shaking of the earth's surface and caused by the sudden movement of the tectonic plates below the earth's surface. And some earthquakes are very mild and cannot be felt, and while are some strong and violent that they cause extensive damage to life and property. See, earthquakes, sudden movement of the earth. Suddenly the earth will be shake, and only within fraction of the second entire so much large buildings also will be collapsed because of the movement of the earth. So this will be caused only because of the under the earth layer, because of the tectonic movements. So actually what are the different parts in the earth? Or one more word we can see about the structure of the earth. Structure of the earth. So actually earth is having 3 layers. How many layers? 3 layers. Earth divided into 3 layers. What are those? The first one will be the crust. Second one will be the mantle. And third one will be the core. Crust, mantle and core. Okay, so here okay, here 3 different layers of the earth are there. Okay, 3 different layers of the earth. The first one, here where the trees and buildings are there, this will be known as crust. Okay, and the second layer will be mantle, and the third layer will be core. Crust, mantle and core. So here what you can observe means, see for example, if you take the example of an egg. So egg. If you take an example of egg, the egg white shell is there, no? The egg white shell, it will be very delicate, isn't it? By pressing on or touching little hard, that white shell will be break. So that white shell, it will be the top layer, and in the middle you will be have the liquid of white gel, isn't it? That will be, and last in the third layer, yellow color will be, no, that yolk will be inside that white color gel. So like that only our earth also divide into three different categories. The white shell is the, no, that will be comes under the crust, very delicate. What we are living, that all will be comes under the crust, very thin layer of the earth. And mantle, here all the chemicals, silicons, nitrates, these all are floating in the floor, that all the chemicals are mixed in the mantle. It is in the liquid mode. And the last one will be the core, very deep of the earth, more than 6,000 kilometers deep to the earth. Okay, so here our crust is floating on the mantle. So whatever the mantle inside, the reactions will be happen, that will be pushed towards the crust, and because of that only on the crust we will be experience the earthquake. Okay, so these will be comes under the internal structure of the earth. And what should we do if there is an earthquake? So when the earth will be happen, as the citizens, what is our responsibility? So keep calm, you should not run and you should not shout, and walk out of the building and move to an open area, and do not enter a building immediately after the earthquake stops. Aftershocks are possible. So here when you felt the movement of the earth, immediately what you have to do, you have to come out from the building and go to the open area. And when the movement was start, immediately you don't come to the inside of the room. You have to wait until more than 5 minutes outside itself, because earth will be, the earthquakes within short duration only, again and again it will be happen. Do not stand near the windows, mirrors, hanging pots during or immediate after an earthquake. Stay away from electric poles and trees. So these are related to the earthquake. So these things we have to do. We should not be inside the room. We have to come out and don't shout. Be calm and be outside only. Don't touch any electric wires. Don't stand down of the trees or don't touch near the windows. Everything. These are the steps we have to follow. And next one will be the volcanic eruption. So a volcano is an event in the Earth's crust, and through which molten rocks, that rocks will be called as in lava. Hot gases and ashes are ejected from the Earth's interior, and such eruptions are called volcanic eruptions, and this causes huge damage to the surrounding areas. So here the volcanoes also one of the very dangerous. Inside the lava, because of the volcano's blast, it will be spread towards the out direction. When it will be spreading towards the out direction, what will be happen? The smoke released into the atmosphere and dust particles also released, and nearly some 1,000 kilometers, nearly some 150 kilometers, the fog will be spread out, and it will be very difficult to breathe in. So these all the problems will cause because of the volcano's blast. And next one will be the cyclones. A cyclone is a very strong rotating storm and accompanied by heavy lashing rain. Cyclones are very common in the coastal region. Strong winds and rain causes loss to life and property, and they cause lot of damage to the crops. And what we have to do when the cyclones are occurred recently near the coastal areas. Coastal areas means the land which is adjacent with the water. See, for example, our India's southern part. The southern part, it is adjacent with the water. So these all the states which are near to the coastal areas. So those all will be affected with the cyclones. So what we have to do during the cyclonic period means listen regularly to the weather forecast if you are living near the coastal area, and keep a first aid kit already, and don't use electric appliances when there is a cyclone. Check for gas leakage after the cyclone. So these all the things we have to follow when the cyclones are occurred. And next one will be the tsunami. Tsunami means the waves, the height of the waves will be increased more than 200 meters height. So it can be drawn away the more than 20 floors of the building also. So tsunami are huge sea waves caused as a result of an earthquake or a volcanic eruption under the sea. The waves travel with a great speed and can be as high as 50 feet. And the tsunami that occurred in India in 2004 and in Japan in March 2011 caused great destruction to life and property. And after that, when the tsunami during the tsunami period, what we have to do? So just before a tsunami strikes, the sea often recedes from the coast. If you see such a thing, move away from the coast. If you live a coastal area and feel an earthquake, quickly run to the higher ground levels. And next one will be the landslides. Landslides. Actually, see, for example, if you are going to visit the Lord Venkateshwara in Tirupati, so you can see all the 7 hills over there, isn't it? So those are all very high. Sometimes the landslides will be fall on the people on the road also, which cause damage to the people. So landslides occur in hilly areas when big rocks or stones and mud slide down the mountain slopes towards the valleys, and landslides are more common during the rainy season. The Himalayas are very prone to landslides. Deforestation on hill slope is a key factor that result in the landslides. And next one will be the floods. Because of the over rainfall, the floods will be in the rivers. The water level will be increased and the more water will be flood into the villages. When the water levels in rivers and lakes are rise due to the heavy rainfall and flows out on the nearby land, and it causes the floods. And floods cause damage to the crops, animals, property and human life also. When flood water recedes, what will happen? Epidemics like malaria and cholera, these can be break out in those places. Okay, next one will be, up to now we discuss about the more water. Because of the more water, floods and tsunamis, how it is affecting on the people we discuss. Now about, because of the less rainfall, there is no rainfall, we will experience with the drought. Where there is less rainfall, little rainfall, in those areas drought we can experience. Because of that, the crops will not grow and it will affect on our food. So a drought is a long dry spell of water with little or no rainfall. It causes severe damage to the soil, crops, animals and people. It usually results in water shortage that hampers human activities. Droughts are common in the desert regions of Rajasthan. Crop failures occur due to drought and result in the famine. So in the drought period, what we have to do? What is our responsibility? Take a bath using a bucket of water instead of the shower. Do not waste water in any way. Conserve the water and do not leave the tap running unnecessarily and repair the leakaging of the taps. Do not throw away water that has been used for washing clothes. Use it for watering plants or to clean the vehicles. So these are some of the precautions we can take to save the water. Okay, next one will be the wildfire. Recently, last year, you may hear about the Amazon forest fire, isn't it? So many crores of the animals are died in this fire incident. So fires in forest and other areas covered by vegetation is called wildfire or forest fires. Uncontrolled fire can destroy the forest, and not only that, all the vegetation, the plants, animals, wild animals, everything, even animal spices, everything will be destroyed. They are sudden and spread quickly over a large area, because in forest area so many dry leaves are there, so many dry branches will be, so quickly it is spread towards the front. And forest fire happens due to the natural events like striking of a lighting or just dry leaves catching the fire, and sometimes it is due to the human negligence also it will be happen. So when the wildfire will be occurred in the forest area, what we have to do? So do not panic. See how you can move fast away from the area. And first of all, raise an alarm. Inform the fire brigade so that the situation can be controlled. If you live near the forest area, create a safety zone around the house that separate from your house from plants and bushes that can burn easily. Clear dry bushes and grasses from your property lest it should not act as a fuel for the fire. So these all we have to do if you are living nearby the forest area. So during the emergency period, what is our responsibility? How we can be help to the victims? The government provides relief to the people during the times of emergency. And beside the government, many national and international non-governmental organizations like NGOs and United Nations Disaster Management Team UNDMT also provide aid and support the affected people. So what kind of organizations are helping the providing their help to the victim is, the first one is UNICEF, United Nations Children's Fund. Second one, Indian Red Cross. The First Hand Foundation. Armed forces helping is supplying essential items like food, water, blankets, clothes, etc. to the people who are in the disaster site. And the police help to maintain the law and order. Policemen, firemen, soldiers and volunteers, all they are helping the people in a rescue work. So these are the things we have to do in the emergency period. These are the organizations which are providing their help to the needy people. And what is our role? So join hands with NGO and do your best. Collect essential items like food, water, clothes, etc. and send to the affected areas. Encourage the people in your neighborhood to contribute in cash or kind to help those who have lost everything. So just now we discussed in the flood region. So by that time we have to maintain emergency kit, I said. So what we have to keep in the emergency kit? So every family should have an emergency kit at home. If there is an earthquake, flood or a tsunami, there could be a power cut or the water could get polluted. You might get stuck in your home for several days. So because of a storm or flood, having an emergency kit already could help to such times. So if we have to leave our homes temporarily, we can carry it with us. So the emergency kit should contain the following things. What are those? Dry food and drinks, essential clothes, things like a torch and medicines and toiletries. These are all the things we have to maintain in that kit. Okay, so these are the main important things we have to do when the natural disasters are happen. So these in the times of emergency, so our responsibility and what we have to do, how do we have to help, that all we discussed now. So once again you read the lesson, children, read the lesson and complete page number 143 and 144 objectives in the textbook. Okay, after that, and these question answers and spell words through your class group WhatsApp I am going to send to you. So copy it neatly in your classwork. Okay, so as you know that for all the terms only 1 to 4 lessons will be question answers will be given in the examination. Remaining all the lessons from the starting 1 to end of the lesson you will be have only objectives. Okay, so only 4 lessons you have to write in the classwork. Remaining all objectives from the textbook you have to learn. Okay children, so prepare well for the exam.